Here's a social experiment for you. For the next at least 5 people who ask you, what do you do? I want you to avoid answering that question with a job title at all costs. Instead, watch what happens when you answer in a way that actually sparks curiosity. And in this video, you're going to learn exactly how to deflect that question without making the conversation awkward. Networking is supposed to help us build genuine connections, relationships, and also open doors. But the first thing that a lot of people ask is, what is your job? And before you know it, you're stuck in a conversation that feels transactional, and it's kind of hard to break out of that box once it's been said. So we're going to talk about how to just avoid that box altogether. What I want you to do is think about how often introductions begin with the job title first. And that label that you may end up saying or other people may say can immediately have a perception or really just drive the conversation from there because of that one answer. So when you answer the first question, what do you do? It just really sets the tone for surface level questions and conversations, and that's not what we want. When you focus on the job title, you're really missing the connection or the opportunity to talk about hobbies, passions, past experience, and all those type of things that make people interesting. And job titles do not reflect that, and it's not often going to tell you what drives somebody. For example, if you were to ask me, what do you do? I may answer, or let's just go with this example, college digital marketing instructor. But you're not going to know anything about me, what drives me, my passions, or anything like that. And you probably will immediately start envisioning someone standing in front of a classroom in front of a whole bunch of 19-year-olds lecturing them every single day. However, if I answer just like slightly differently, if I said a storyteller to help people tell their stories to attract different opportunities into your life, you're like, your interest has been piqued a little bit. Storyteller, what type of stories? Opportunities, what type of opportunities, and the list continues to go on. The curiosity has at that point been sparked, and that is the goal. People often feel pressure to impress or downplay their actual job title when it comes to actually trying to build rapport with people, or maybe they want people to feel uncomfortable. I don't know, something, right? But when your actual job title typically most times will never actually showcase your values or your interests, this is when you need to start branching out a little bit more. So let's just say, for example, if someone were to say, I'm a nurse, the conversation kind of stops there if they don't have anyone in healthcare or anything like that. But on the side, like I'm about to say her dark side. On the flip side, she could be a marathon runner, or maybe she's like a community organizer, event organizer, or anything like that. And you're like, oh, how long have you been running? What got you into marathons? What type of events do you run? What type of community do you have, right? Completely different conversation from, I'm a nurse. Oh, you work in healthcare, and maybe you want to talk about healthcare, maybe you don't want to talk about healthcare. And then what this allows to do, like we spoke about some of the previous video, is allows you to ask open-ended questions. And open-ended questions like what excites you right now, what's something that you're looking forward to, what's something that you're exploring, it's going to open up a broader conversation that allows you all to connect a little bit more. And open-ended questions are always great for redirecting a question in general. So the next time someone asks you, what do? You can deflect it by swapping your job title for like a passion-driven line or anything like that. So instead of answering again, like I'm a consultant, I'm a nurse, anything like that, I help companies solve the problems for what they didn't know that they had, right? Instead of saying I'm a consultant. Like I said earlier, instead of saying that I'm a digital marketing instructor, I help people with their storytelling to be able to land opportunity. 2 different examples right there, but you get the point that I'm trying to say. See, the thing about this I don't want you to worry about is like people sometimes feel bad about not answering a question directly, or maybe you're like deflecting the question, you're dodging it, but what you're really doing is just giving the opportunity, the conversation more opportunity to have more substance. So it's all about a mindset shift, right? So what you can do is you can describe your skills through impact, through storytelling, right? Rather than saying I'm a fundraiser, or you could say something like I persuade people to support causes that matter to them, right? It's kind of fire. So something like that, something like this can give other people the opportunity to ask you follow-up questions, right? That allow you to showcase your values and also make it easier for you to connect and understand what someone's values are. Now, this is what I want you to do, all right? I want you to pick just one deflection line, and you can use it at your next event, your conversation with somebody, networking event, anything like that. And I want you to remember shifting your approach when it comes to this, or small talk in general. It's just like small conversational tactics. And at the end of the day, you're trying to build your personal brand. That's it. Like, you're trying to build your personal brand so you can start getting these opportunities. So you can either be a freelancer, entrepreneur, you can work in corporate, whatever you want to do, right? But that's what I want you all to do. Find one type of deflection line that allows you to answer the question of what do you do, but it's going to spark an open-ended conversation, and you're able to showcase your values and your passions through that deflection line as well. So of course you can get the conversation, the opportunity to have a little bit more stuff. And of course, as always, if you found this video helpful, if you found it valuable, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. In the next video, what are we talking about? In the next video, we're going over how to build a confidence routine before you get to your networking event. Yeah, that one's gonna be fire. So make sure you like and subscribe so you can be notified when that video comes out. I'll see you in the next one.